Good morning, everyone. Hope you are all doing well. Considering the events that are taking place in the world and continue to take place, it just seems that we get out of one thing to get into another, and it just goes on and on. I don't know if any of you or many of you sit down and reflect and try to figure out what has happened, what is happening, what is it all about? Do we really look deep into the situation, or do we just allow the narratives that the media, your friends, the people end up providing you? It seems that that has been a practical solution for many, just going along to get along type of thing, not really questioning the powers to be, not really questioning the things that we see unfold right before our very eyes. Many people throw around the word conspiracy, as if it's some sort of mental condition, as I've had people throw at me, because when you believed in something different than they believe in, then it automatically just makes you a nutcase, according to many people. But little do they know that they're the ones that are lacking a certain thing in life, that curiosity, that willing to find truth at all cost. Not many people are capable of that because they live, that's all they want to do is live and just not make any waves and not question anything, not really ruffle up their feathers or put any questions in their minds that might get them to think and might find some answers and solutions instead of just kind of shrugging their shoulders, as most people do. We, as a species, have endured lots and lots of trauma. Trauma that may even go beyond your understanding. Trauma that we're not even aware of because we're provided history, and usually history has been tainted, has been altered, or made to be what the victors want you to believe history is. There's a lot that we don't know. There's a lot to be discovered. There's a lot that has been hidden. But many of us are none the wiser, and we just put one foot in front of the other and never question anything. I believe that there is a species, if you will, that are several, because I don't believe that we are the only ones living on this planet. There are many planets out there, many universes, many life forms that have been meddling with the people of Earth for a very long time. And their bloodlines are the ones controlling everything and have technology that we're not privy to. And with these technology, they're capable of doing all sorts of things. Just use your imagination. I can't for 1 minute believe that everything that's happening is just coincidence and how history always repeats itself. That old saying, nothing new under the sun, there's a reason for that. I believe that we are heading into a massive awakening and a shift that these bloodlines don't want to happen. So they're confusing us. They're confusing our gender. They're confusing our, our everything, okay? Everything that we may consider quote unquote normal is upside down. And I'm not trying to shame anybody for what they want to do with their life and their body, but if you're really honest with yourself and you really go in deep, why would anyone want to make their world upside down? Because that's what ends up happening to many of us who decide to do what we do. It's painful. It's no fun. It's no fun at all. So there has to be something that is taking place for all of this to happen. When we get cancer in our bodies, cancer is considered abnormal cells. They're not normal cells, they're abnormal cells. And these abnormal cells make it their mission to destroy the host, to malnourish you, to take up the entire space as in tumors grow. We can't say that is a normal thing that happens. Something is happening to your system, whether it's something you ate, whether it's your personality, whether it's the stress that you're dealing with, whether there are chemicals that you're being exposed to. Something has happened to create this abnormal reaction in your body. So it's important for us to talk about these things and really dig deep to understand what is happening. Why are we seeing all these young people being so gender confused? All of a sudden, what is going on our planet? Why is everything so disrupted, so distorted? Something is going on. I'm not going to admit or think that I have all the answers. I don't. have a lot of questions, just like every single one of you, I'm sure. All I do know is that we can't continue this way. We can't. All this fight against race, all this fight against gender, men against women, women against men, all this fight against our own self, our own bodies. We do things destructively, not realizing, just like the cancer, that eventually it's going to kill the host. This so-called fall of humankind, it's got to be way deeper than the storylines given to us by the Bible. There's a lot of tidbits of information out there. You just got to put all the puzzle pieces together and understand that if we continue to fight one another, because that's what these bloodlines do, divide so they can conquer, we need to unite. Stop fighting one another and start paying attention to what is really happening. Problem solve. Let's try to find out what's going on. Why do we keep having all these disasters one after the other? And we're like in some sort of quickening, because it's just nonstop. I mean, I don't know about you, but time to me seems to go so much faster now than ever before. Like, for instance, if I get up in the middle of the night, sometimes I get up at 2 to get up and go use the bathroom. And then I have a hard time falling back asleep. And before you know it, boom, the alarm is there ringing at 6 o'clock in the morning. And it was just 2 something. I was like, 4 hours just went like that? I don't know if that's happening to you guys, but time it's going rather quickly. Things just don't feel the same. There's just this really weird sensation. I don't know, but I do know that, we have to be kinder to one another, kinder to yourself. Try to really realize what is happening. I feel really bad for these detransitioners. I mean, I've been a detransitioner myself almost like 5 times, back and forth. I just, after so many years of using androgen, since 1998, I can't live the other way. I don't feel right the other way. My body does not react kindly without testosterone. I require it now, and it's the only way that I feel healthy. And I don't take a very large dose, but I do need a dose. And it's always been that way with me because of my condition, because my mother took those medication to try to prevent miscarriage. So I got progestin-induced sterilization. And, ever since I took started taking testosterone, I started feeling better. And I was like, whoa, this is what my body needed. But you've got to figure out what you need, and you've got to figure out what is right for you. But please think it through. Think of all the losses. You can't just look at all the good, because it's like you got to balance it out. You got to find out if it's the right path for you. Transition is not for everyone. And it actually can create a lot of destruction in your life, a lot of health issues. You need to eat right. You need to exercise. You need to do things to deal with stress. Because if not, it will hurt you in the end. All right, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. I love you, but remember to always love yourselves too. Bye-bye.